So these were 10 things that were holding me back. I don't think my Spanish would be where it is today if I didn't stop doing the last thing though. That was like the nail in the coffin. Make sure you stay to the end so you won't miss that tip so you can just stop doing it right now. The first thing I stopped doing is comparing myself to others. My entire relationship with Spanish changed. You know, like many of us, I was always on YouTube comparing my progress, right? And I would see these videos. I got fluent in 6 months. I got fluent in a year. I've even seen one video that claimed that they got fluent in Spanish in 44 days. That was literally killing my Spanish self-esteem. Like, if they're doing it in 44 days, if they're doing it in 6 months, what am I doing wrong? What I was doing wrong was forgetting that I was looking at the World Wide Web, okay? Everything on the internet is hyped up. The next thing I stopped doing was making excuses. I don't have enough time. I don't know when I'm going to study. My accent is too different. How will I ever sound like the natives? You know, just excuse after excuse after excuse. And I definitely stopped doing that. There are no excuses. You want to learn Spanish, you have to put the hours in to learn it. This next thing was a pain in my butt anyway. And I was happy to quit it. And it was flashcards. I had thousands of flashcards. I had written flashcards. I was using apps for flashcards. And I was constantly using flashcards for vocabulary, for verbs, for conjugations, for this, for that, for the past, for the present, for the future. I was just like a flashcard queen. If you can tell, I'm a little bit traumatized. When I quit with those flashcards, my life got so much better. I start actually retaining the information up here. So I started remembering certain words because I started putting a story on it, right? Like if I heard a word, I made it become something. If I heard a person speak it, I made them become something. I'm like, oh, that means felicidad because he's happy. And then I never forgot them again. It's genius. Like I never forgot them again as soon as I gave them a story. Now, I will say in the beginning, when you don't know hardly any vocabulary, flashcards are helpful, and apps that uses flashcards can be helpful as well. I stopped doubting how much I actually knew. When I traveled to foreign countries and I was having full-blown conversations in Espanol, I started saying like, what is this pedestal that you're trying to reach that you're always saying you don't know enough, you should be further ahead? Like I started appreciating my journey, and then I started seeing the journey for what it really was. Even if I don't know a word or I don't know how to translate something, I just made a decision to stop doubting myself. So the next thing I quit making Spanish an option, and I started making it a priority. I started fully immersing myself, and I started doing things that was very uncomfortable. I mean, I took some salsa classes just so that I can be around the language, around the music, around the teachers. I mean, oh my goodness. Some of the things I did was insane, but I made it a priority. I stopped making it like an option. Like, oh, I kind of can learn Spanish here, kind of can learn Spanish there. No, I actually immersed myself in the language. I made it important to me so that it would be important to my brain. This is the part of the video that I really don't like, if I be honest. You know, it's just kind of cringy. It's like, I have to ask because you might forget. You know, I really would just like if we could just kick it and I don't have to say, please like and subscribe. But you know, I got to do what I have to do. I'm trying to build a channel here. So please go ahead and hit that like button if you are enjoying this type of content. That brings me right into my next point. I stopped taking it so seriously. I mean, I was so serious. I was so mad at myself every time I kept making the same mistakes. I wasn't having fun with the language. I was trying to learn it. I was trying to study it. I was acting like I was getting a law degree. Why do you use, conjugations for this and that? Why do you drop the pronouns? Why? Listen, girl, chill. Relax. You feel it? You feel the difference in the energy when I just calmed down a little bit? Like, relax. It's okay. Laugh a little, smile a little. This one is a big one. I stopped being scared of making mistakes. I started embracing them suckers. I started being eager to speak my Spanish really, really fast and screw it up so someone could tell me, no, That's not how you say that. I stopped being afraid of being wrong. Like I started saying, it's okay to be wrong. It's not my language. Whatever you have to do. Whatever you have to do to get to fluency, take the easy way out. But yeah, this next thing that I stopped doing was losing opportunities to speak with natives. So I would be in an environment where people were speaking Spanish. I would waste the opportunity to speak Spanish, to practice. Because I would feel like, no, they're having a real Spanish conversation. Like they're over there talking 100 miles per minute. And even though I can understand them and I can join in the conversation because I know a lot of Spanish as well, I was afraid. I was scared. I wasted a lot of opportunities to practice with native speakers. I would sit on the sideline and let them speak Spanish. And then when they crossed back over to English, then I would join in. I never do that anymore. I stopped doing that. I quit that. But if someone's speaking Spanish around me, oh, I love it. I can't wait to join in. I can't wait to start speaking with them now. So that was something that was big for me to quit. Before I tell you the last thing, which to me is the biggest thing, if you would like to study Spanish with me and other Spanish learners, we have structured weekly Spanish lessons, and we also have weekly talks with native speakers. The link will be in the description. Let's jump right into this last and final thing that I quit, that I gave up, that if you are doing this thing, I want you to give it up right now. And that is being too hard on yourself. That is overly criticizing self. There's this voice that's in our head that loves to sit there and nitpick everything we do, right? Every little single adventure that we take in life, it wants to tell you how you can do it better. It wants to tell you where you did it wrong. If it wasn't constructive criticism coming from a professor or someone with a genuine heart that was trying to help me out, I stopped listening to all unnecessary negative criticism from myself and from others, right? I just allowed myself to be myself, to learn a language, to screw it up, to feel good about it, to feel good about all the hours I put in. I just stopped. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you check this one out over here where I tell you the 10 common mistakes that we make as Spanish learners so you don't have to make them.